Hello everyone, welcome to the summary narration of the story The Pedestrian, which is written by Ray Bradbury. The story is set in a dystopian future which is in November 2053. So, the meaning of the word dystopian is an imagined society where there is great suffering or injustice. So the protagonist in the story is Mr. Leonard Mead, who, in spite of being a writer, hasn't written in years because books and magazines have become obsolete in a television dominated society. The plot revolves around Mr. Mead going on his habitual walk at 8 o'clock through the silent, empty streets. And he compares walking through the streets as if going through a graveyard. Also, he says that in his 10 years of walking for thousands of miles, he hasn't encountered a single person walking on the streets. He compares the buildings as tomb-like, where people are glued to the television screen and are as good as dead in a world which has now become devoid of life and emotions. He says that during the day, the city is bustling with cars and other noises, but by night time, there is only tranquility in the air. On his way back home one day, he is interrogated by a robotic police. And he was quite taken aback because it was unusual to encounter anyone on the streets. And as mentioned before, he hadn't encountered anyone in his 10 years of walking. Also, there was only one police car as crimes were receding in that society. So the police car, when interrogating him, was unable to comprehend his intentions of why Mr. Mead was walking on the streets post 8 p.m., which was unusual in that society. Also, while further inquiring, they found out that he did not possess a television, he was walking on the streets for no particular reason, and in addition to all of this, he was not even married. And all these traits were considered unconventional or atypical at that time. Therefore, the car arrested him and confined him to a psychiatric center for research on regressive tendencies. On the way, they passed through an only house that was illuminated and that belonged to Mr. Mead. So, this shows or portrays that Mr. Mead was unlike other people in that society. So, let's see what the theme of the story is. So, the theme, what the author wants to say is the society has become disconnected with the natural world. They prefer artificial interaction to real human connection. If the addiction of technology continue, then the world would be devoid of life and emotions. The protagonist also had a feeling of isolation in spite of living in a city of 3 million people. So the story emphasizes that over dependence on technology for entertainment can make people feel lonely. So I hope this was clear. Until we meet next time for another narration, please take care of yourselves. Thank you so much.